Hello friends, today I'm going to introduce a book to you. Its name is The Music Inside Me. I want to talk about this book because it could definitely be the best way for us to understand people who are different from us, friends. When I first got it, I didn't know it would become one of the most valuable pieces in my collection. But it truly is a novel that deserves to be on all of our bookshelves. I think you should read this. As you can see, the title says it all, friends. The Music Inside Me. The author is Sharon Mead Rapper, an award-winning children's novelist, and she has written her name on many successful works like The Music Inside Me. Yes, friends, now I will introduce you to the characters in the book. Melody is an 11-year-old girl. Because she has cerebral palsy, no one can understand her. She is a girl with brown hair, brown eyes, and little gold earrings. Her mother loves opera, her father loves jazz. She herself likes country music. Violet Valencia, Violet V, is Melody's neighbor. She has big hands and wears dresses she designs herself. These dresses are always in every shade of pink and yellow. A girl named University was hired as Melody's caregiver, and she was one of Melody's biggest supporters. Cerebral palsy is a disease that those who have it live with for their entire lives. And Melody, even though it seems that no one truly understands her unique perspective, she describes words and their profound meanings within her own intricate and personal world exceptionally well, my dear friends. This young girl explains to us very clearly what her own world is like. Even if no one understands her, she gives meaning to words within herself. She believes that every word has its own unique scent and color. Even though people think that she can't understand them, Melody can actually understand everyone, friends. Starting with her own mother and father, she makes an effort to grasp everyone's inner world, even if no one notices her efforts. Then there's music. Yes, Melody has grown up surrounded by music all her life, friends. Her father loves jazz and her mother loves opera. According to Melody, the color of opera is blue while jazz is brown, but she herself prefers country music more. Even though her family can never know her tastes or thoughts, in this book she freely expresses her own ideas. According to her, every type of music also has a specific scent. For example, to her, country music smells like lemon, but not the sour kind, the sweet kind. Like the scent of lemon desserts, for example. That's how nice it is. Also, after a certain period, Melody starts school, and at first everyone at her school sees her as different. At first, Melody was studying in a place with children like herself, but later she started going to a school where the children were very different from her. At this school, at first, everyone treated her like a stranger, saw her as different. Then a competition started, a quiz competition. Melody thought she wouldn't be chosen for the team for the quiz competition. But on the contrary, there were people who noticed her intelligence, and thanks to her smarts, she managed to get on the team. But then something terrible happened. When it was time to go to the final round of the competition, her friends didn't tell her, just because they thought she would slow them down. She couldn't go to the competition when she was supposed to, and as a result, her teammates couldn't finish the competition in first place. Melody's family tried to comfort her by saying, if you had been there, they could have won, but they lost because they didn't invite you. In fact, that might be true in a way, but we'll never really know. Melody was sad because the betrayal she experienced truly hurt her. However, while she was trying to participate in this competition, she had many supporters. Her mother, her father, their neighbors, Violet, and then a college girl whom her family hired to be her companion. Each of them helped her in very different ways. Violet also tried very hard to help Melody gain a language. Later, Melody discovered how she could find a voice for herself. A smart computer. She got a smart computer called MediTalker, and this computer would say everything she wanted to say in an electronic voice. Isn't that amazing? Even though she couldn't speak herself, she was able to express her feelings. Now they could understand her. Out of My Mind is truly a very profound story, and I think what it wants to tell us is very clear. Trying to understand those who are different from us is one of the biggest steps in communication. In other words, excluding or ignoring someone just because they're different from us is absolutely unacceptable behavior. As much as possible, we should make an effort to accept people who are different from us along with their differences and try to understand them. Truly, the emotions and expressions in this book can teach us a lot. As always, stay alive, stay on track, take care.